Hey guys, I'm about to go to the Bogan Day Out. So the thing is I had a look at the so it was someone that I know, well someone I've known for about a month through the ADHD group. They told me they had a Foo Fighters cover band going, but it's not on the advertising pamphlet, so maybe. But it's from midday to 8 p.m. and right now it is 20 to 1 because it looked like it was going to rain. It takes about 15 minutes to get there, so well, they might need to look for park depending how packed it is. But I only planned to go for about 4 hours or something. But you never know; the bands might be on earlier. The ones I want to see. But it says on the advertisement as a tribute band for AC/DC, Nirvana, Pantera, and then there's the Stone Temple Pilots and Deep Purple. So I definitely want to see those three of them: AC/DC, Nirvana, and Pantera. No, it's cover bands. And it says the weather says it was scheduled to rain today, and it was very cloudy. Now you guys can hear the cicadas and starting to fine up a bit. So if it starts pelting with rain, hopefully, well, I'm pretty sure they'll leave the bar open. I mean, it's at the back of Brewtown. It's held by Brewtown, so why not? Why would they have the bar open? That's a perfect way to make money. And then there's like sheds. I think they own it too. I think they own the sheds too. But the sheds are like really nice looking sheds and they're big ones and they've got games inside there too. So worst comes to worst, go chill out in there. Bought this yesterday. So to elaborate what I said on about the John Cena heel turn, I was talking about how Disney movies and stuff. Let's elaborate on that. I think that they did the Mighty Ducks and they did Waterboy perfectly because they were like the underdogs and stuff, and they, well, not exactly my life story, but I found huge inspiration with them, and I used to use them to motivate me. Was the Waterboy and the Mighty Ducks. Mighty Ducks are ice hockey. Waterboy was American football. So I'm going to try and mask now. But if I mask long enough, like if I start, this is me not talking naturally, but when I'm talking masking, I'm like, yeah, so, I'm just talking like this, and it's like, and then it makes it harder for me to think, and I start stuttering, but I'm a lot more clearer when I'm talking like this. And obviously, when you're younger, you're trying to fit in, when you're a young kid, so if everyone's like, the teachers are like, smile when you're like, just being yourself and everything like that, but then you get mocked and ostracized, then you learn up little things like that. Well, what they got with all the movies that the other ones were really great, but at the same time, it's like they went from this outcast, no one associates with them, they're not wanted in any team, they get mocked by the girls that they like, all this type of thing, they don't have any friends, to, in 1 year, being world champions. Now, that's very good wishful thinking, but it's just setting people up for disappointment, I held on to the Mighty Ducks and Waterboy because those ended up being achievable once I was an adult. And I looked back and, I won the regional championship and a couple of times for league and won the regional championship 3 or 4 times. 3 times for Kapahaka and I've been to nationals and stuff, and I made nationals for Taekwondo. I mean, I was in my 30s, so not much people were doing it. And the only reason why I stopped Taekwondo here is because the job I got meant that it wasn't guaranteed that I would be able to go to training each week because they'll have to let me know where I was training and where I was working and when, and so I didn't want to be a burden and a hassle to other people, so that was my choice. It had nothing to do with them. Well, I don't remember. Anyway, so. I don't remember anything. But here's the thing. just having these expectations. It's a far stretch thing. Let's say there's a guy who's excluded, like me, how I was a kid, all this type of thing. I have wow. I I said that I mentioned to them that I had only had 4 cigarettes and 2 vaping pens in my life at the time. I've had 3 now, 2 vaping pens, and I only had 2 totes of marijuana and did nothing. But I struggled with alcohol, but I'd overcome it. But what I didn't tell them was that every single day I have this craving to try all these new things, but I just don't, because it took me 7 attempts to get to the point where I couldn't have alcohol. I didn't have alcohol for a year, and now it's like I can actually stay away from alcohol and use it as a means to celebrate something. Like if I've paid up all my bills and got $1,000 savings, or if I get a new job or new vacancy that pays more, I can, and then I can leave it for a month. I can leave it for 3 months. How I did it for a year. I mean, I was pushing myself the whole time, especially once you get to like 3 months, and then you're like, and then you get to the fourth month. No, the first month. Every time, like the first month, and then the next couple of weeks after the first month, and then nothing for a couple of weeks till 2 months, and then like. But I held out for a year. Then I wanted to celebrate. And I got involved with the ADHD group that meets up in person, and it was just like, I can have 1 or 2. We meet up, and that's it. How do I get on that thing? How do I get on that? Anyway, here's the thing. If they had a 10 movie series where the guy started off like ostracized, unwanted, no friends, not the best athlete, all that type of thing, getting picked last for every team event, if they got him and the story built on him, and they did 1 movie every year, and then by the end of the 10th movie or the 7th movie he becomes world champion, that's believable. I mean, I was doing I was putting hard out effort in every time, and after 5 years of league, won 2 championships, and Kapa Haka did it for 15 years. But after about 10 years, I joined the church group. So after that, I wasn't going for championships anymore, just performing and having a good time and all that type of thing. But yeah, I won 3 championships. Went to the nationals in both of those. I mean, nationals for Taekwondo. Again, I was in my 30s, so not many people do it, but I'll claim it. So if you put in that amount of hard work for that amount of time, I'm willing to believe that, because people used to tell me to chill out and calm down, and you're already doing better than what we expected. But I was like, nah, man, I'm going to be like national champion, world champion. And I was upset with myself because I never achieved these things. But looking back, I'm proud of myself, because I won a number of regional championships. I went to the nationals a number of times for Kapa Haka and rugby league and taekwondo. And I should have been proud of myself for these things. I am now. I am looking back. At the time, I was like, yeah, we're going to win this. So I felt good about winning the regionals. So I was proud about that. But I expected to win nationals, and I didn't know if there was a world championship for Kapa Haka. I suppose it could be, because the Māoris were here 200. The Māoris were here, and then the British arrived 200 years ago. And then there was people before the circumnavigating the globe. But you can catch an airplane and go live in another country for 5 years, and if you've got a number of Māoris to do that and you set up a club there, I suppose they could have championships over there. Then you can have a world championship. But I really should have been much more proud of what I had achieved. But my goals were so lofty. I suppose the Māori saying of pursue the pursue the highest mountain, let it fall